We've been in Platinum for right on 3 years now. Before coming to Platinum, I worked as a subby, just myself out of a ute with an apprentice for 6 years. Mostly doing sort of security and that sort of thing. Had really one big client that fed me all my work. And really came to a point in life where I was really unhappy and dissatisfied with where we were and where I was going, even with myself personally. And felt there had to be more to it. And I remember waking up one night and saying to her, I can't do this anymore, I can't go to work anymore, I just hated it that much. So that's where Platinum fell into place. And just to, I'd heard about Platinum a bit before that and didn't really think I was ready, but I reached that point where I just was ready to learn and do whatever it took to change the way I was as a person and develop something around me. And yeah, really that's where Platinum came into it.
Happy for him when he decided to, when he made the decision to join Platinum, because I knew that it would work, because I knew he would make it work, you know. And the systems that they have in place in Platinum, if you stick to it and you do them, you know, it's pretty fail-safe. I knew we made the right decision a couple of months into it, when I could see that Kent realised that because Josh says be, do, have, and that clicked for Ken, and I saw him trying to be the person and do what he needed to do so we could, you know, have what we have. And that's when I saw him starting to be, that's when I knew that this was definitely right for us.
I realised straight away from the training at head office and the systems we were taught there through Josh and Alex at the time, that it was right for us. And from then the continued coaching that we've had since then and being challenged more than what I could have challenged myself, being held accountable, setting goals and having to then show up to the next training meeting and say yes or no, I've done those, and give a number. It pushes you to another level where you can't when you just try and do it on my own, at least for me personally. And throughout that I've tried to maintain my coaching and make it an important part of, you know, where we've grown as a business, and even personally with my relationship with Ra and the kids. So that for me has been the biggest part. I've had moments where I've felt I've got to do better and I can learn more and grow more, but that's been continual through the coaching, and as you get to one level you seem to want to step up to the next and grow from there. I brought my apprentice over that I had previously as a subby, so it was just me and him to start with. Initially I let go of all my previous work, so I had to start afresh. There was times where I didn't have any work for him for the week and had to let him know, and he was happy with that. He was happy to go along with the journey with me and do whatever it took to get there. And yeah, gradually it just grew. We got to a point probably within the first 3 months were definitely the hardest, but we really had to start afresh and find new clients and build it up. And then I remember getting to a point where me and the apprentice were busy again, doing all new stuff that I'd found through Platinum and being challenged with coaching and going out and prospecting and finding. And I felt a massive achievement that I've been able to change industries, change what I've done and got busy. I got to a point there, and eventually it was that challenge then, okay, well, let's look at putting on another van, and that was scary at first. I really had to be pushed and shown that I can do it and trained to do it. That was the longest time it took to put on a van. Once probably did that, found the formula and really just found it's a matter of setting targets, hitting those targets and then making the jump. And as you do that each time, you can see where the next one's coming from. You start to see the momentum build, you set your target, you reach it, you put the van on, you grow. So it sort of just becomes a bit of a snowball. And yeah, but I couldn't have imagined that right from the start. At first it was just cool to have me busy in a van, doing work as Platinum, and that was unreal at the time. And it's unreal every achievement. You feel like, wow, I never thought I'd have 2 vans, let alone 3, 4, 5. So each step's been amazing, and there's more to come hopefully. 3 years, right on now we're just running 5 vans, so I've got myself off the tools. Running out of a ute, I've got 4 other tradesmen and 3 apprentices and a TA that works for me, and an admin girl. So we're a company of 10, running 5 vehicles, and that's happened in 3 years.
Well, I've seen a lot of changes in the both of us, mainly Kent. He has he's a whole new person, and I tell this every time I speak to somebody about Platinum. I'm like, it's been so good for him. He's grown as a person. Our relationship is stronger because Platinum, it does challenge you. If you want to get to where you're going, you've got to be willing to go through the ups and downs, and to get through them has made us stronger as individuals and as a couple.
The biggest change for me would definitely be that relationship with Ra and the kids. So not only does it help build me as a business person in a sense, but also personally, as personal growth comes through business growth. You know, you've got to challenge yourself to get to the next level, so it builds you better as a person. You learn to manage your time better, you learn to balance things better, and in some, there's been times where it has been hard, but like Ra said, it makes you better along the process. And sometimes you think, how am I going to get through it? It's either real busy and you're not coping, or it's really slow and how are we going to pay the bills at times? But you learn to get through that, and that's what grows you, and you mesh together and form a great team. And that's what I found with Ra over the years, and also seeing her grow along the journey as well. And us sort of mesh together a lot more as a couple, and learn more about each other as well. I think that's probably been the biggest thing. The biggest operational change would be the systems that Platinum use. Being able to use the systems to reconnect with clients and use that database as well to keep tabs and notes on clients, be able to call them up at times and know what's going on, especially with prospecting, and keep it all into one platform where it can come together and yeah, form a basis from that, I guess.
I found working with Platinum really helpful because head office is always there. You can always call them if you need anything, and if you're having issues or you're not sure about something, you always have that support, and that has been a huge help.
Future for Platinum Dinella would be definitely to grow our business and buy other territories. Start to be able to put on more vans and grow as a business, to get into a workshop and really build pretty much a similar model as what Sydney's got, and get it to a point where we can spend time away from the business and have managers in place where it grows. So we're still not at that level yet where we can easily step away, but we're getting there, and that's really the next goal, is to grow it to a point where we have people come in and the business will run exactly the same if we were to walk away the next day for a week and not come back. It wouldn't have a glitch. That's really where we want to go with it and take it there. And as each step comes along, you can see the next step clearer, and it makes it easier to get there. One of the goals originally was just to get off the tools and have the 5 vans. So for us, it's exactly the same process, just repeat and keep going with the one step at a time, one step after the other. And eventually we'll get there. Something will happen in a week or 2 weeks, but 2-3 years we're there, that's fantastic. And it's going to take hard work to get there. There'll be times where we're probably up all night. There's going to be times where we have challenges along the way, but I know if we follow the same thing exactly the same again, keep challenging ourselves.
We've seen what we can do, and you know what we've done, and I just think a few more years and life will be sweet. Yeah, I see Ken achieving his goals with the workshop. I see us having more time together as a family, more flexibility, and I see us having a business where, you know, we don't have to be working our butts off 24/7 to be making money. I would say to the partners or the wives that are considering Platinum, I would say it's definitely worth it, and it is a good choice. Don't be fooled though, it's not easy. That's what I would say. And if you're willing to support your partner in what he needs to do, and you're willing to put up with the good times as well as the bad, then this is definitely a good choice.
In so many different ways, it's unbelievable. I didn't expect how much things would change as much. I hoped for a better business and a better change in that area, but I guess I didn't expect all the other things that would come along with it. If you're looking for a change, or you're looking for something bigger than yourself and growth personally as well, there's everything there for you. And yeah, I wouldn't hesitate at all. It seems daunting at the start. It seems like sometimes it might be a big outlay, but we have got so much more back than what we've ever put in money terms. We've learnt so much. And now we're at a point where we can help others a bit and do a lot of other things that we just wouldn't have been able to do before. And there's no monetary value that could be put on it. And that's probably the biggest thing I'd ever say to someone looking in from the outside.